My most humble pranams at the lotus feet of our sweet Lord. Sai Ram to all. This is another interesting story. This was in the year 2001. And at that time, this was actually my last trip to the US. And a few weeks before this, I was admitted in hospital, and they did some tests and they found out that I had a very big stone in my gallbladder. It was like a big ball, about 9 centimeters, and it had five big spines on it. And the doctors said that you have to come back and we need to operate and possibly take out the stone as well as your gallbladder. So I said, okay. They treated me for the pain and the infection, and I was supposed to come back in a month's time to get the surgery done. I would not do anything without asking Bhagwan. So I came to Puttaparthi, and I was staying in one of the hotel rooms in Sai Plaza, and I went for darshan. That night, I was sleeping in my room, and I had this incredible dream of Bhagwan. Bhagwan had called me for an interview, and I was standing in the entrance to his interview room, just on the in front of the Bhajan Mandir. And Swami was standing at the door and he was talking to me. And then, actually, when this results came, I had called Swamini and told her, this is the report. And she said, do one thing, you come to US, I will take you to the doctors here, and if any surgery needs to be done, I will get it done here. You can stay here, you will be taken care of. No need to worry, she said. She said, you just make the plan and come immediately to LA. So when I was standing in front of Swami, I remembered this and I asked her, Swami, I'm planning to go to the US. Then he looked at me and he said, go only for 15 days. He said, you go on the 8th and you come back on the 23rd. Book your tickets like that. And then what he did was, Swami waved his hands, and I thought he was going to give me vibhuti. So I stretched out my hand, and then when Swami put the vibhuti in my hand, I saw that there was two needles inside it, like a sewing needle, big, like 2 inches long. And then I looked at the needles, very surprised, not knowing what is this needles in the vibhuti. And Swami said, open your mouth. And he said, put out your tongue. So, very anxiously, scared, I put out my tongue. And what Swami did, he took the two needles from my palm and he put it on my tongue, straight on the tongue. And he said, swallow it. And I just closed my hands and I held Swami's one hand, and somehow I swallowed the needles and it went inside without sticking anywhere in my throat. Then Swami said, you wait here, I will take my food and come back. I want to tell you something else, he said. So I stood there at the entrance, and Swami went inside to his dining hall to take his lunch or whatever. And then I was waiting there for Swami to come back. And then I just opened my palm again, and suddenly there were three more needles in it. And I was sort of shocked, and I said, oh my God, but I knew I was supposed to swallow these three needles also. So gently I put it on my tongue and saying Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram. This is the panacea for anything for Sai devotees. So I slowly placed the needles on my tongue and I said Sai Ram, and I swallowed these three needles also. Then in a few minutes, Swami came and he continued to talk to me. And he was telling something, I can't recollect now, but then I just told him, Swami, what can I bring you from the US? And Swami just laughed and said, "What does Swami want?" And I said, "No, no, Swami, I would still like to bring you something." And then I suggested, Swami, you have so many VIPs coming, presidents and the royal families from all over the world, many, many big celebrities coming to see you. I want to bring you a wonderful dinner set. And Swami just laughed and said, "You do what you want," he said. And that was the end of the interview. Means it was just in front of the interview room. And Swami told me to do Padnamaskar, and he said again, "Come back in 15 days." This was in September 2001. So I booked my tickets and I went on 8th of September. I was in the US, and Somini saw all my reports and she took me to her doctor in a very big hospital there. They saw all the scans and reports and everything, and they said, "Okay, we will do one more scan and see what is the condition of the gallbladder." And to their amazement, when they took the scan, there was nothing in my gallbladder. It was like there were no stone, there wasn't any spikes, there was nothing. My gallbladder was completely clear, and the doctor said she does not need any surgery. So, with the 5 needles that Swami made me swallow, he had taken out the stone with the 5 spikes on it. And then I was in the US, and that is when that September 11 happened. I think everybody knows that. So I was just staying there, and one day I asked Swamini, Swamini, I have something to do. I would like to buy something for Swami. And she said, "What is it that you want?" And she said, "I would like to buy this one special dinner set for Swami." And she said, "Okay." And the next day, Somini herself came with me. Somini had not gone out in so many years. So we went to Sunset Boulevard in downtown LA, where the Hollywood shops and everything is there. All the movie stars do their shopping there. It's a very, very expensive shopping area. So she took me to a place called Geary's, on this Sunset Boulevard. And Somini came with me, and she just sat with me and she said, "Jayashree, you ask for what you want." And so I sat there and I said, "Could I please have a special dinner set?" And the lady who was serving us, she just looked at me and she said, "Is this for Satya Sai Baba?" And I was like surprised. And she said, "Wait, I have the most wonderful dinner set." And she went inside and she brought out this amazing dinner set. It was all royal blue and gold. And she said that it had just arrived that day. This was from by a famous French artist who makes only one dinner set at a time. There is no replica. It is one unique set, and that's what he designs. So she brought this out, and I told her it was for 15 people and one special one. The 16th one had to be extraordinary, little different from this 15 place setting. So she brought it out and she set it all in front of me. And then she even placed it so that, I could see how it has to be served. And, most of us Indians, like people like me, don't know how the dinner plate settings have to be, where the forks have to be, where the spoon has to be, all those things. And in the napkins. And then she even bought out gold plated napkin rings, so pretty. So she set out this whole thing, and then Somini suggested, "You need the goblets, the water glasses, the wine glasses, and all that." And she went and brought another set of these beautiful goblets. And she said, "Do you know this set is called the Imperial set?" And Somini laughed and she said, "Yes, of course, it is for the emperor, the king of kings. Who else could it be for?" And this lady took a picture, showed how the place settings have to be done, and she gave me that picture. And of course, Swamini paid for it, and all this was packed and delivered to Swamini. And what Swamini did was, she sent each of these settings in a separate box, and she allowed her students from the ashram to carry one parcel at a time by flight from LA to Puttaparthi. When they came, they all brought one place setting, and that is how all the 16 boxes arrived. And this was sent to Swami, and this was a great, great honor, privilege, and blessing that Bhagavan gave me to bring this from there and to be given the blessing to send it to him for his use. Om Shri Sai Ram. I hope you enjoyed this episode also. Bhagavan bless you all. Kindly share and support my videos. Om Shri Sai Ram.